In US Airways versus Barnett, the United States Supreme Court considered the interaction of an employer's seniority system with the reasonable accommodation requirements of the Americans with Disabilities Act, or ADA. Robert Barnett worked as a baggage handler for US Airways. In 1990, he hurt his back and was unable to continue this physically demanding job. US Airways transferred him to a less strenuous position in the mailroom. In 1992, two employees with more seniority decided to bid for Barnett's mailroom job. Under US Airways seniority rules, Barnett's job was considered vacant for the purposes of bidding. Barnett asked US Airways to accommodate his disability by making an exception to the seniority rules that would allow him to keep his position. US Airways decided not to make an exception, and Barnett lost his job. Barnett sued under the ADA. He argued that the mailroom job was a reasonable accommodation for his disability. By taking the job from him, US Airways had discriminated against him. US Airways countered that letting Barnett keep the mailroom job would violate the rules of its seniority system, and that it therefore wasn't a reasonable accommodation. The district court found that US Airways' seniority system had been in place for decades, and that altering that policy would create undue hardship to the company and its employees. It awarded summary judgment to US Airways. The Ninth Circuit reversed. The United States Supreme Court granted US Airways' petition for certiorari.